Hello people, welcome back to Dutch Modeling. Today with another inbox review. It's gonna be another trumpeter, but this box is so big I can't get it into view. So it's gonna be the Russian 9A52-2 Smerch-M multiple rocket launcher of the RSZO 9K58 Smerch MRS. That's a long name. It's definitely this thing. I hope you can see it because it's really big. It's a total length. Oh, it's a 1/35 scale though. It's a total length of almost 29 centimeters with a width of 11 centimeters, and it has 930 plus parts according to Trumpeter. I got this at EME this year in Lingen, and I got it at a very nice 50 euros, so that's always nice. On the side we got a picture of the real thing with a little write-up. If you want to read it, just pause. Then we got an overview of the decals, 2 sets, die-cut masks for the windows, which is always a cool thing, and 3 sheets of Photo-Etch, which is not so always a good thing. The kit number is 01020. It's a 2015 kit. Here on the side, again the box art with the name, even I can get that, and there's the kit number. And on this side we got 6 color callouts. 2 in Russia here, then we got one in Kuwait, and another Russia. Then we got a Ukraine and a Belarus. So enough to choose from. Let's turn it around. Oh, something go. No, it's just my paint, my glue. So let's open this box and let's start. And first, as you can see, it's full. So there's a whole lot of plastic over here. It's all multiple, so this is a good thing. Oh, these are decals I got from Hamilcar Bakers for another kit I'm building, so they're not included in the kit. Plastic, all very large plastic sheets, as you can see. Take them all out. That's a bottle of paint I need for a different kit. All I got at Lingen. Here's the booklet, and then here's the extra box. Side, and we'll do this later. First we start with the instructions. It's a strange format instructions, but it's a strange vehicle, so that kind of is okay with me, and if it wasn't, it still is. Where's my pointy thingy? I lost my pointer finger. I'm going to use this thing. Let's do it in style. I'm going to use a very big gun. Here's the color callouts. We'll get that in a minute. First though, we get, sorry for the sound, I'm still a little bit cold. The sprue overview, sprue mapping, lettered and numbered. 2 pages full, and then they start with the chassis girders. All kinds of thingies going on here, connection parts. These almost seem to be separate electrical motors. And this is a drive shaft. With a gearbox in the middle. So next up we have the chassis girders come together. As you can see, those are the connectors. Yeah, this is the drive shaft. So these are electric power motors. This looks like a air cylinder. More work on the chassis girder. Pretty narrow, if you can see. Plating on top. Then you start working on the engine, which I didn't know it had, but it has a full detailed engine by the looks of it. You can see multiple fans, camshaft, this is the main drive shaft here. This will be the gearbox. It's all been placed. Work on the sides. Don't really know what these are, to be honest. And you got them on both sides. By this point it looks like a boat. Then the axle, well yeah, call it axles. Pivot points for the wheels, brake discs. So it has 8 axles, 8 wheels, and they all turn separate. They're all turnable, posable. The rear stamps. So it can balance itself when the rocket pods are lifted up. It won't tip over. Fuel tanks. Toolbox. Boxes. More boxes here. These are the fuel tanks. They're built up here, as you can see. This is a little bit busy. The wheel stops. Don't know how they're called in English. You put them on each side of the wheel so it won't roll away. And the rear bumper with the rear lights in there. And a towing cable attached as well. And here you can see how it should be on scale. Going back to the front, radiator grill, and then there's another chassis here. This is going to be the flatbed with which the rockets are attached. Here's the pivot point, or the turn point. Then the wheels, rubber on the wheels, tires. Plumbing for the engine, mud flaps and fenders, more boxes, 2 boxes here. It actually looks like a truck already. Fenders, lights, here as you can see, the access ladder, a tool, handles. It almost looks like a barrel cleaning rod or push rod, something like that. Then they do the cap, window sides, floor. This will be overpressure cylinders. Because if I'm not completely mistaken, these things are MBC rated, so they can overpressure the cap, so no toxic gases or chemical agents will get into the cap. Seats here, drive stuff, dash, armor protection, I guess, and the outer doors here. And the side door, the side of the cabin, the cab here being placed together. It's a very narrow thing. The roof goes on, the rear goes on, searchlight headlight with a protector. And all kinds of stuff go underneath, and then the die cut mask for the windows, and this is nice. Other side, door, this looks like to be the fire control cabin probably. That's on just behind the main cabin. Then, yeah, this will be the fire control. 2 seats, but that's basically it. There's not really a lot they put in there computer-wise. So, roof goes on. Here. Now I have to look how they do this. Okay, this will be the basically the cabin flooring. I'll show you. This is the underside. So this is the this is basically the hood, the bonnet. So turn this around like this. And all kinds of habits. You can see here how the thing is placed over the engine. And then the fire control unit is placed behind it. And the narrow cab is actually placed next to this. Then this will be part of the launching unit. This cylinder probably will help it erect. He said erect. Yes, I did. All kinds of stuff going on here. You can see here some teeth, so it can turn to left, right. This will be the main platform on which the rocket pods will rest. Here's the rear of the rocket pods. Placed on there. And then the rocket pods themselves. All the ribs being placed inside these, as you can see here, with all kind of plumbing. This is actually inserted in the middle of it. So the rockets don't rest on top of it, but this is actually in the middle of the rocket pod, as you can see here. It just slides over. Then the rocket tubes themselves, or missile tubes. And it says circumvolve assembly. So you have to twist them in. I don't know if it's in special order, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But might be, I don't know. What's this? X1. You have to glue it on there, by the looks of it. I want to know if those striations are pre-made, because that will be kind of difficult otherwise. Then cut them along, cut them into size and twist them in. That's going to be funny. The booster or the rear end, all kinds of stuff being put on. Lots of Photo-Etch, as you can see here. Make 3, make 3. And I cannot see where they are used, so that's K and J. Oh, they're going on the back here. You can see. And there's a platform being put onto the launcher here. And access ladder. There's an option. Show open. Show closed. So you can actually have the ladder lowered down so that people are accessing the tubes, or like this. You can see here, or have it closed up like that. So I don't know if they open this when rearming or maintenance or fire. I guess they don't do this when firing. You don't want to be there when this thing fires. So it's probably maintenance and rearming. And then the whole rocket pod goes on the pivot point there. And they actually show closed and show open. And when they show open, they have the ladder extended. So this is probably some sort of a command console or something like that, which makes it. I wouldn't think you would do that from there, to be honest. Don't know exactly why this is open when these are in firing position, because you really don't want to be there when this thing is firing. So they probably have a reason for anything. That's a little bit of a confusing instruction sheet, but as you can see, there's a whole lot going on there. Then there's the color callout, in color callout, which is always a plus. And they give you Mr. Hobby, Vallejo, Model Master, Tamiya, and Humbrol. And except for Mr. Hobby and the tire black from the Mr. Hobby, you got all the colors. And for Tamiya, you're missing just the tire black, and you got the rest of the colors. And all the others missing a couple. Vallejo's missing light green and tire black. I mean, how difficult can it be for a company to make a light green? But that's just me. So you got a Russia, Ukraine, and Belarus. And here you got a Russia, another Russia, and a Kuwait. So it's all up to what you want. Yeah. Color callouts and color, always nice. Then we got the extra box inside the box. It's this. And there's nothing on the side what says what it is, so just let's open it and let's see the box of goodies. And there are more sprues in here. Surprise. Put all the products aside. The wheels are all the same, so I'm gonna leave 2 in there. And open one pack. Hopefully. And these are, wow. These are big tires. They're soft rubber, as you can see. So some people hate that, some people like that. I don't really mind. There's actually measurements in there. There's a rotation marker on here, so that's cool. So people cannot start moaning, you got it on the wrong way. It actually says which way it should roll, so that's cool. And there is a very slight middle seam, but only slight. Just a little bit of dusting will take care of that. Yeah, that looks good. See the thread. There. It looks all a bit rough, but it's Russian after all. So, and then you got here on the side. There's a marker. There's a rotation marker, so it has to go like that. And then there's the actual size, which means it's very big. And you got 8 of these, of course. Put these back where they came from. Then we got some copper wire, nothing special, so I'm not gonna open that. We got some electric wire with the electric still in there, and polycaps, also not very interesting. You got the die cut masks, which is nice. I'm also gonna keep these close because I don't want to damage them. And there you can see it pretty well. But that's I really like that one. They should do that more. Then we got the multiple parts of Photo-Etch. This is actually for Scout B, according to this. This BM30. This is the BM30 and this is the BM30. This is the BM30. Yes, you got my head there. It never says BM30, but don't know why. Just a small short overview. That's one. That's two. That's three. And that's, oop, where's that? And the last one. Yay for Photo-Etch. And then I'm gonna cut these open because I want to see how they look. We got very protected decals like always with Trumpeter, which is a good thing. Got the, they do not stick, paper sticks a bit. License plates, the dash dials and 2 unit markations. And they look pretty good. There you can see, then you got the unit markations there and 2 license plates. And this is the small sheet, and you got a bigger sheet as well. And this is similarly protected, of course. Russian stars, Russian flag. This is, I think, was Belarus, but I'm not sure. Some more number plates, unit numbers, and 2 computer screens. And the markings there, those flags. There's actually white on top. I don't know if you can pick it up. And then you get the computer screens there. It's, if you can read, it's probably in Cyrillic, so good luck. These are numbers and the extra number plates. All back in here. Let's go through the stuff that was in the box. I can put it back in the box. First, now come the screws. I have to get my green helper. I really should prepare better for this because I know I'm gonna do these and I always forget to put that thing up. And I can't even, oh there it is, in the box. See, these are 3 the same, so I'm going to take one out, leave the rest in. Doors, seat parts. These look like extra rivets or bolt heads. Some stuff for the, don't know what. Nicely molded. Larger parts, easy to clean. Seats look good. This is for the Scout C apparently. It will be an older. Here are the seats. Some small stuff there. And the doors. the other doors. Turn it around. Let's see if there's not a lot of interesting. There's just some markers there and some locator pins. So that's cool. Looks good. Put it back in. And off to the next. This is one single screw. I like these bags from Trumpeter. They're not so crispy as the other ones. This is one of the, I think this is one of the platforms on the outside. There are some ejector pin marks on the inside here, so that's kind of bad because you have to clean those up. The bumper, one of the access ladders, and plumbing stuff. So I do like all those little holes, and I just checked they're all open, so there's no flash in them. So that's some fine molding. There, I'll show you in a minute. Let's go through all the small stuff here. There's the bumper and the access ladder. Yeah, a little bit further away. There's that thing. Let's see if I can get a close up. See there, all those little holes, they're all open. That's some nice molding. There's some more plumbing stuff and whatnot. So that's a nice small one. Put it back. Clear parts, which this thing has a couple, of course. They are all very clear. There's not a lot of deformation in there, so that's cool. Because especially with the windows inside the cab, they should be clear. What I'm going to do is like this. And you can actually see through them. And of course there's some deformation, but not a lot to be honest. You can see that in the background if you look through it. It forms a little bit, but only on the edges. That's cool. Nice looking clear parts. As an armor builder, you're not really used to this many clear parts. So. Then we got 4 of the same. So I can put these back immediately. Open this up. Wheels. Whole lot of bolt heads in here. There's a rim detail here. Again, extra bolts here if you want. Some couplings for the drivetrain, which look good. And all sorts of small stuff. Oh, this is detail on the other side, which looks very good. Have to remember turning this around in a minute. No clue what it is, but it looks good. So let's go for the wheels first. This is something you're definitely gonna see, so it looks good. So it's on the side again. I had that already. Oops. It's my stomach growling. Don't know why, I'm not hungry. Maybe I need to take a shit. I will do that after this one. It doesn't take too long. It promises to be a long review because we just started and we're already half an hour in. As you can see there, all kinds of small stuff. And then the part I said I would turn around for are these two. There it is. These go onto the chassis, if I remember the instructions correctly. And they look pretty damn good. So, yeah, like I said, you got 4 of these. And this is another sprue for the Scott C. So that's what you got in the Miracle box. Close this up again. Nice. Like the college difference here. Details. Put this back. Put the box in the box. And let's continue with one of the smaller sprues. This looks like a fuel tank. Chair. And that's basically what I can make with it. I don't know what this is. BM30, I'm guessing that's the truck. Some small stuff there. Looks good. Nothing extra in the back, so nothing broke off. Nice molding again. There you go. See there, very small stuff in a chair. More small stuff there. Cylinders, it looks like. Yeah, I'm guessing that's one of the fuel tanks. Then there's that thing, no clue what it is. And more small stuffs. And there's no detailing on the inside, so it's just the outside. Interesting. There we got the... You can get a check how big it actually is. This is the chassis. And it has an overhang on the chassis if I remember correctly. So chassis girders, front grille, exhaust pipes, and this is maybe the pivot point, another access ladder. And there's some nice detailing on both sides of the chassis. There are no ejector pin marks on. Still with places on those, so that's cool. No short shots whatsoever. There is something of a weld seam up here. It's very neat. Weld seam though. If you can pick it there. One of the girders. Chassis girders, chassis beams. What's right now the name? You can see it. It's even longer than my green helpy thingy. Yeah, the exhaust pipes. I'm guessing there are exhaust pipes. Not sure. And turn this around. See the girder on the other side. Yeah, location markings. So. And that's it. Oh, the front grille is on this side. With the single headlight there. That's cool. Like I said, it kind of gives you an idea how long this vehicle will be. And just an idea. Because it's extra. Has an overhang. Next up. Oh, you already had this one. Here are two of these. You can see. So they're the same. Big sprue with loose parts. So that one broke off there. This is nothing bad. Nothing that can be cleaned up. Battle damage. Slide molded storage container. There you can see. Nothing very special. On the other hand, container. There's some flash on top. And this is the deck for the chassis. Here's the pivot point. These the fenders. This is what I thought was a cleaning rod or something like that. It actually loses a little bit of flash in the middle. Cleaned up. This is just there. This is on one side of the boxes, which goes in different box than this one. There's some molding here on the inside, but that's not really, just a couple of bolts, that's basically it. Most of the interesting thing is on this side. And this is one of the lids, I guess, for a storage box. Then you got the small stuff there. This is one of the fenders. There's another one. More small stuff there. There's one of the bigger stove boxes. It's open underneath, so. And there's the other one. More stuff up. There's the cleaning. I keep saying cleaning rod, so possibly. And this is the upper surface of the chassis. Some tools and a cranks by the looks of it. Back in. Nothing more breaks off. And back in the box with you. Next one. These are massive screws. Engine parts, transmission parts, bumper, side, roof, front, because here's another headlight. The oxygen cylinders for inside the cab, some levers, a steering wheel with a Russian star in the middle, which is a Soviet star. It's kind of cool. Air tanks, the dash, looks like a gas pedal with some rubber around it, drive shafts, and there's a lot of ejector pin marks on the inside of the cab, as you can see here. Or not, I'll show you in a minute. And this is the roof, but the roof seems to have texture to it, so that's kind of strange. Well, let's see how much I can show you from this. There's a whole lot piece of flesh here, and now it's gone. You can see there, that's the dash where you got the tackle for. Again, this exceeds my drive shafts. That's, I don't know what it is, there's something marked on there. Door, front, not the door, these are the sides. This is the side with two doors openings there. That is, I think this is the roof. I'll show you the interior soon. I'll turn this around. Come on there. My levers there, as you can see. Steering wheel, hopefully see the Russian star, the Soviet star in the middle. Nice detail. This is very awkward to hold. And there's this is very nice detailed. Transmission covers. And then here's the inside of the roof. I don't know if you can see it like this already. There it is. For some reason, if this is the roof, what I think it is, it's kind of strange because if you see the inside of the side, all those ejector pin marks, yeah, there will be a hell of a cleanup. Next up, another massive one. All plated sides, fronts, rear, doorways, covers. So access ladder again. And this is the inside of one of the cabs. This has actually detailing in it. I'm going to show you this first. All the other rest doesn't have detail on this side, so that's not really very much interesting. Where is it? Oh, there it is. That's nice molding here. So there's some internal detailing. Let me just go over the rest as good as I can with this massive sprue. You can see there. That's a doorway, another doorway, and there are just place boxes. Close up again. There's detail molded there. I think that's the rear, the cab. That's where I showed you the internal parts. Again, here you can see how that's a nice molding there. Fueler cap and some small stuff on this side. I have some problem sometimes showing you some sprues, but this kit is really the pinnacle of being annoying. For size wise, of course. So this is the lifter. These are the parts for the launchers. This is one or the other platforms. Hydraulic arms, rams, sides. Detail on the other side is negligible. And some small stuff. And you can see again. Yeah. Show you the small stuff first. There's air cylinders, plumbing. There are the sides. One of the crates where to put it in. Here, the hydraulic rams. That's the end of that one. These are your lift arms. You just turn it over to this side. Oh, this is actually also something that they molded on there. Didn't even see that the first time. And then you got the rear plate, or the front, yeah, rear plate, and more. That stuff. One plus on this kit, if you got bad eyes, you really don't have to worry about it with this kit because you will be able to see anyway. All the parts are pretty big. I know one of the American slogans is go big or go home. Well, sorry you America, Russia outdid you. Seems to be chassis girders again. Mud flaps, heavy duty hosing, and the rest I can't really tell what it's supposed to be. Detail on this side, nope. So just a quick overview again. How do I hold you? I hold you like this. Yeah, this is definitely a go big or go home. Well, this is not go big or go home, this is go huge or go home. This is Russia telling America we can do one better. Or bigger. And should not necessarily better, but definitely bigger. That looks like a drive shaft. This. And these are simply chassis girders. Some sort. No ejector pin marks inside of the mud flap, so that's nice. I thought about that one, so you don't have to clean it. It's pretty thin, so it would be a tough time sanding it. This is second to last sprue already. Only 45 minutes. Well, not completely true. I got still 4, 5, 6 sprues over here, but there's 6 of the same. They're the missiles. The cooling fans for the engine, which is nice. Slide molded. This is the spark plugs. Guess I don't know if it's a gasoline engine though, to be honest. Should guess so. Otherwise, why would they have spark plugs? Oh, they're just a fuel lines. Overfill lines. Another. Yeah. I'm starting to forget the names. No small stuff here. Don't know what this is. Looks nicely molded. This is the top of the engine. It's a big engine. It's a very big engine. V12. I hated that I can't remember what. I just had one on the other one. Drive shaft. Thank you. I remember now. If you just wander long enough, annoy people watching this video long enough, you eventually remember again. There it is. There's a lot of detail again. Yeah, the fins. You can see there's a little bit of cleanup required in between the fin blades. But all in all, it's not bad. Again, this sprue is too big for my little cutting mat. And then there's 6 left. Luckily, oh, that's too much. They're all, as you can see, the same. These are all the rockets, and those grooves are actually in here. So, oh shit. Yeah, now I can. Yeah, yeah. When I was going through the instructions, I was wondering what you need to do to braid into the lines. So you cannot really braid it into, you actually have to glue it onto. And the thing you have to glue onto are actually these lines here. So, come on. Oh, so let me open it. Oops. There is. Oh, no, these. Oh, that's fin. Damn. I thought there's some flash, but those are the sprue gates for those fin parts here. Wow. The rivet detail here is clean. A little bit of flash, a little bit of cleanup, but all very, very small parts on here, as you can see by my finger. Here as well. And then these rods you have to glue on here. You can see where to glue them, but that's gonna be one hell of an operation. This is the butt cap, end cap. And here's, this is the actually those. You can see the striations on there. You have to glue them on there. Turn them around, twist them around. I don't know if you can pick it on here. You can't, yeah, you can see that there. And then here, you have all the tubes, and here's all the small stuff I was talking about. So, and actually those here, I thought it's a lot of flash, but it's not. Those are the screw gates. So that's gonna be fun. And you got 6 of these sprues. You have 2 rockets each, so yeah, braiding that stuff in there will be tricky. And I'm gonna close my knife before I cut myself. That's it. Hoist the box back up. It's heavy and full. So, good people of YouTube, this was my review of the 1/32 scale Russian, here we go, 9A52-2 Schmerz-M multiple rocket launcher of RSZO 9K58 Schmerz MRLS. So it's a Schmerz M. It's very big, very cumbersome, looks very good though. Not a lot of small parts, but all in all I really do like the looks of it. Here you can see the front window with the extra light. Oh, you can't because this is shut. This is the window with the one light in there. So it's a big build. It's still an evolved build, especially with all the rocket parts you have to do. So that's going to be a challenge. But all in all, I'm actually looking forward to it. It would have been nice if you had some actual rockets for in the pipes, because now your pipes all will be empty, which is a bit of a shame. And I don't know if you can get them in the aftermarket ones, but yeah, I definitely do like the looks of this one. So I hope you like it too. Let me know in the comments below. If you haven't already, like and subscribe to my channel. I would very much appreciate that one. And take a look at my Patreon if you want to. So hope to see you next time. Bye bye.